welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to continue by following the inspiration that Joy used in her recent music video. Well, today we are going to make this hat that she wore in that video. I will give you the step by step. Remember, I'm Laura Cepeda and I will give you the step by step. But before we start, it's important that you subscribe. Well, for this bucket hat, we are going to use two different colors. I'm going to use one skein of yarn in pink and one skein of yarn in light yellow. As you could see, I'm going to use this weight yarn. It's between fine and light material and a crochet hook of number 3 or 3.5 according how you crochet. If you want, here I will share all the information where you can buy this material. To buy all the materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es and we will send it right to your house. We will start this bucket hat using the light yellow. We will make 5 chains. We will close in circle, slip in 1, and we will go up with 3 chains, and then inside the ring we are going to make 16 double crochets. These double crochets will be of 3 crochets. So like this we are going to make 16, and all of them inside the ring. We will try to hide the thread that we use to start. You see how I'm taking it while I make the double crochets? Well, let's continue and see you at the end of these 16 double crochets. At the end of the 16 double crochets, we are going to slip 1 to close, and now without cutting the thread, we are going to make a knot with a new color. In this case, I'm going to use this light pink, and right there in the beginning, I'm going to make a knot, and now I'm going to start using this color. Okay? So we will go up with 1, 2, 3 chains, and now in the same space we are going to make a double crochet of 3 crochets, but we are going to leave the last loop in hold. Also, from the beginning we leave 1 in hold 2, we will repeat and we will leave the last loop in hold. So here we have 3 double crochets. We are going to bring them through 1 chain, then 1, 2 chains more, and in the next space you see how I insert the hook taking both parts of the chain. We will go up with 3 chains, also leaving the last loop and hold. We will repeat the next double crochet also in the same space. So you see we are making 3 double crochets in the same space, leaving the last loop and hold. Bring them through 1 chain and then 2 chains more. And like this is how we are going to continue all around. At the end we must have 16 petals like this one. Well, at the end of the row, please count that you have 16 petals. We will finish making 3 chains, and we are going to slip 1 to close with the first petal that we made. You see? Well, now that we are right there, we are going to take the yellow thread that we had. We are going to place it in the back, and we will start the next row with this color. We will slip to the beginning. We will go up with 3 chains, and in the first space again here inside we are going to make 2 double crochets of 3 crochets, leaving the last loop in hold. Once we have all of them together, we are going to bring them through 1 chain, then 1, 2, 3, and in the next space also we will repeat. And like this, in each space we are going to repeat the petals that we made in the last row, but now using the space and the chains that we leave between each petal. And like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. Also, one thing that changed is that between petals we are going to make 3 chains plus the one that you use to close each petal. So if you count at the end, we will have 4 chains between each petal. At the end of the row, now we are going to cut this thread because we will stop using it, and we are going to take the pink thread in the back, and we are going to start right away with the next row using the light pink thread. We are going to make a knot here just to make sure that this won't undo and we won't create any damage. So now that we make this, we are going to slip one, and right there we will go up with 3 chains, and then inside we are going to make 2 double crochets, but now we are going to close them. We won't leave any loop in holes. So here we have 3 double crochets, then 2 chains, and in the same space we are going to make 3 double crochets of 3 crochets, as you see. I'm closing it. I'm not leaving any loop in hole. Here we make a double to create a corner, then 2 chains, and in the next space just 3 double crochets inside, 2, 3, then 1, 2 chains. Let's go to the next space, then 3 double crochets inside, then 2 chains. Let me take more yarn. Okay, then to the next space, 3 double crochets together in the same space. So here we have 2 and 3, and now see, here we make it double because we make the corner. Then after the corner we make 1, 2, 3, and now 2 chains. Here we are going to make this part double because again we are going to create the corner. So again, in one space we are going to make 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and in the same space 3 double crochets to make the corner. I'm going a little bit faster because you already know how to. So look, we have made 1 double, then 3 singles, 1 double, then 3 singles, 1 double, 3 singles, 1 double, and 3 singles. So look, I already get ahead and I finished one, as you see. Here I have my corners, and then I made 3 singles. I joined it with other corner, with other square that I make exactly the same. And now I will show you how we are going to join. Imagine, so here we have arrived to the corner. We have completed already one side. So now we are going to take one corner from the other side, and we will slip one, then 1 chain. We will go to the first corner of the square that we have incomplete, and then right there we are going to complete the corner, making the next 3 double crochets, then 1 chain, and in the next space we are going to insert the hook, slip one, then 1 chain, and then we go to the other square that we need to complete, making the next 3 double crochets. Sorry if there is noise, there is a construction next to my house, sorry. So then 1 chain, we will go to the next space, we will slip one, 1 chain, and then we will complete the next corner, making 3 double crochets, these double crochets of 3 crochets, and like this is how we are going to complete this side. Okay, remember how we made the cardigan of the last video? Well, it's the same. We are going to join like we made in that video. If you haven't, well, I invite all of you to watch it, because with this video, with the last one, if you want, here I can leave the link in the description box below, so you can have the complete look that this South Korean artist wore. And I have seen many other artists actually using the grannies, something made with grannies, cardigans, skirts, tops, bucket hats. I have seen a lot in Instagram actually. Well, then here we are going to complete the corner. So well, here at the end we are going to complete in the side of the square that is left, and then I will tell you exactly how many more squares we need to make. For now, let's complete these 2 sides. Let's start with other granny, and we will leave 2 sides incomplete and see you there to teach you how we are going to join. Well, look, here I have three squares joined, here I have the fourth, and we are going to join like this. We are going to fold and we are going to join in these two sides. So here I have one side complete. I leave the last corner incomplete so I can join like this, you see. This is how we are going to join. We are going to crochet this side and we will leave this side incomplete to join with the other corner. So here we are going to repeat like we made in the last square that I show you, remember? So we are going to slip one chain. We will complete with the next 3 double crochets of this side of the square that it's incomplete to complete this corner. So well, at the end I made this bucket hat for a girl of 14 years old. So if you're making this in a smaller size, well, I suggest that you make 1 row less in each square. But let me finish. Sorry, I have to cut, but look, I already finished to join and made this side, and now I will finish to join the other side that I have incomplete. And like this is how I will finish to make all the front part of my bucket hat. Then we will make this the base of the bucket hat, but I will show you how we are going to make it. I think that this is a standard size for many other girls, but well, then let's make the base. So well, here I finished to join the 4 squares. Now, using this pink thread, I'm going to continue, and all around I'm going to make a single crochet row. Between each space we are going to make just 1 single crochet, and then we will continue making 1 over each double crochet. Okay, so like this is how we are going to continue. It is important that here, if you have a marker, well, point it out where you start making this row. It will be pretty useful, and then you will see where you are started and where you are going to finish. Well, here I finished the row. I won't close. I will continue right away, so that's why it's important to have the marker to see where we are going to finish and where we are going to start. Okay? So now look, after the marker we are going to make 7 single crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we are going to skip 1, but we are going to hide it like this. We are going to make a trick so we can hide the hold, and after the one that we skip, we are going to repeat again 7 single crochets, and after the 7th we are going to skip 1, making the trick like I show you. We are going to place the hook in the back like this, you see, and like this we will avoid to make a hole there, and we will continue making single crochets. Well, like this is how we are going to continue the whole row until we arrive here, and then we will start with the second row, where we are also going to reduce. We are going to make 2 rows, each 7 reducing 1, then 2 rows, each 6 reducing 1, then 2 rows, making 5 and reducing 1, and like this until we have closed a little bit the center of this bucket hat. So well, let's continue reducing and see you there. So look, making a summary, I made 2 rows, each 7 I reduce 1, then 2 rows, each 6 I reduce 1, then 2 rows, each 5 I reduce 1, 2 rows, each 4 I reduce 5, and I finish making 3, and in the 3 I reduce, after the 3 I reduce 1, and I have this little hole right here. So now what we are going to make is that in each stitch we are going to pull the thread like this. So look, I'm going to insert the hook, make single crochet and pull. You see, in each stitch I'm going to insert the hook, trying to make like single crochet, and I'm going to pull like this in each stitch. You are going to use this hook as much as you can. I know that here you may have a little bit of trouble of holding all the stitches right there, but I have a trick that you can use. So if you feel that you can hold more loops and more stitches in your hook, well, you can use other one. And then look, this is what we are going to make. So we are going to also insert the hook in each stitch, and we are going to pull and place it. If you want, you can place it in the hook, the first hook that you have, or you can use the second hook and keep all the stitches right there. The most important is that you keep all the stitches there and that you don't lose any of these stitches, okay? That's the most important thing. Okay, yes, I think that I have taken all the stitches, so I'm going to leave a thread here and hold, you see, and now with this part I'm going to bring all the stitches, and now with the other hook I'm going to take the loop that I have here and hold. I'm going to finish, bring them through all the stitches, and now that with these two threads I'm going to make a knot. Here I'm going to pull, I'm going to make one more knot to make sure, and then I will cut this last thread, and then you will decide if you want to hide these threads that we have here with a hook or with embroidery needle. Remember that in almost all my videos I used embroidery needle because that's the technique I love to use. To me it's the easiest. But if you don't, well, you can use the hook to hide all the threads that you have in the bucket hat. So like this is how we are going to continue. It's like if you were about to make a chain, so you just pull, you see? So now I'm going to pass all these threads to the wrong side, because there is where we are going to hide all the loosened threads. As I told you, if you want, you can use your hook or you can use embroidery needle. In this case, you know that I love that technique, so I'm going to use the embroidery needle to hide all these threads. But just first let me take all the threads to the wrong side. So now, well, that I have all the threads here, I'm going to use the embroidery needle like this one. If you don't have one, well, don't worry, use your hook. I pass the embroidery needle first through the stitch like this, and then I will pull, and these last threads I will cut. Well, before we continue with this, the other part of the bucket hat, well, let's take this marker, and now using the yellow thread we are going to make here some pleats. I will show you. So look, we are going to make between each square in the joint, we are going to make a pleat. So I'm going to use the yellow thread and we are going to make a single crochet. Let me make another knot. So we are going to take one stitch from here and one stitch from the other side, like this. Okay, we are going to make this between each square in the joint. So this is a little detail that the bucket hat has. The original model, remember that I'm making the exact bucket hat that these artists wore. So that's why I'm making this. But if you don't want to, well, it's okay too. Also imagine using a different combination, different colors, making the rainbow combination. I think it must look beautiful. Also, I saw this bucket hat in white and black. So look, we are going to make this until we arrive to the base. Just a quick observation here. Please try not to tie too much in this part. and also try not to skip many stitches, because if not we will distort and damage the shape that we are keeping for this bucket hat. So it's important that we continue with the stitch that we have and that we respect them. So well, we almost arrived to the base. It has to look like this so far. As you could see, I'm taking one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side of each square. So then we once you arrive to the base, well, we are going to make single crochet. Also here in the top, trying not to skip any space also, and with the same color we are going to continue making single crochet. I think that by making this it will pop up where we make the squares. So well, we are going to make this all around this bucket hat and also between each square. If you want, you can make first between each square, or if you want, first you finish the base. Well, here I'm going to stop a little bit because I don't like these pleats that I'm creating. You know, I think that the shape is distorting a little bit. So I'm going to reduce some stitches here so I can respect the shape of the bucket hat and the vase. So I'm going to skip some spaces so I can have this part more uniform. So this is how I'm going to make this part. So it's important that you observe because we crochet and each person crochet different. So you may or may not have this problem. If you do, well, you know how to fix it. If you don't, well, just continue. It's like you like, so don't worry. Well, I already finished to make all the pleats in between each square and also here in the top in the vase, and now I'm going to make the last rows of the bucket hat here in the bottom. So I'm going to use the pink color. I'm going to make a knot using this thread that I have here, and I'm going to make first a single crochet all around this part. So we are going to make one single crochet in each stitch, and in this space we are going to make one. So I will show you. So we are going to make single crochet in each stitch like this, and in the space here just one. And like this is how we are going to continue. Well, also here a quick observation: when we arrive to the pleats, we are going to take the stitch like this so we can blend the stitch, and we can continue, and you will see that it will make a big difference once you finish, because we are going to blend the stitch. And also it will happen here, we will place the hook in the back. So well, let's continue and see you at the end of this single crochet row. Well, so now I finished. We are going to slip one to close, and now we are going to open the bucket hat a little bit to continue with the same style. We will go up with 2 chains, and in the same stitch and in the same space we are going to make 1 double crochet. Then in the next stitch we are going to make 2 double crochets together, and like this in each stitch we are going to make 2 double crochets together to open a little bit this bucket hat. And like this is how we are going to continue the whole row, okay? In the next stitch we will see, and we will stop there. So in the next row we will stop there to see if we are going to continue opening this bucket hat or not. So we will decide, but for now let's finish this row making 2 double crochets in each stitch, and then we will decide if we continue increasing or if we stop. And also we are going to alternate the colors, but well, let me finish this row first. Well, look, here at the end I just made 1 row by making 2 double crochets in each stitch. The next row I didn't. I just made double crochet over double crochet And then in the last row I continue using the same technique, making one double crochet over double crochet, and I just changed color. I will stop with these three rows that I made, and here at the end you can crochet a cord or you can put a ribbon, and you will hide all the loosened threads that you have. If you want, also you can iron with plenty of steam. Sorry, I have to cut, but well, you will iron with plenty of steam using a protection under your iron. Remember, it's important. And you are going to iron by sections, okay? And then, well, if you want, you can decorate making a cord or using a ribbon. I hope that you have enjoyed and that you make this bucket hat in many other combinations. But well, now let's see how it looks. Well, thank you so much for watching this video and spend this time with me. Now you can complete this look that this South Korean artist wore in her last music video by making this bucket hat. I hope that you make it and that you make it in different colors. I decided to use the same combination that this artist wore. Well, please don't forget to give me a like, to subscribe, and to leave me all your comments. Thank you so much and see you in the coming videos. Bye!